Hi, this is me, and I would like to mention this Safat Surah and also the story in the Safat Surah. In this story, Abraham decided to sacrifice his son, and according to his dream, it is a common story mentioned in holy books, in Islam and in Christian and in Bible too. So I find interesting meaning in this verse. In my bel in my belief, maybe before humans, like thinking that like first humans, there is a chance that the sacrifice was really a way of praying or way of because at that time, and the living was not very easy, and maybe the population is so crowded with a lot of people, and then they had to sacrifice someone. There's a likelihood, and it might be about evolutionary psychology. And so at that time, people were not that civilized, and they were maybe sacrificing was really a way that they worship. Maybe it was order of God, and so how it can help. So basically, we are mentioning something illegal right now in 2023, but what about before? What about 10,000 years ago? Humans or people, that other human-like human-like animals, or how to call. Um, so there's a chance that the population is too crowded, and then the sacrifice that thing can help people to, it can be about a population rule or something like about selection. And then maybe killing wasn't a big deal, and it wasn't that much sin. And we see in Quran that it was changed. The understanding of sin was changed and gradually, like, and so but in Quran, in with these verses, there's no such saying. But how I interpret it, because in this verse it says I say it in my dream because it feels like it's something instinctive. So it's like when the God created humans, maybe at first we still have like some of those instincts of killing other people. I'm not advising it, of course. I'm not saying this is illegal. It shouldn't be. It's crime, and we shouldn't do it. But I mean, like maybe 100,000 years, but 10,000 years ago, or 5,000 years ago. So we know about it. We have no idea about that time. There's no text. There's no civilization. So, and the God may create us in a way, in way that we understand this sacrifice, and we can see it. We could see it, not can. And then in this example, prophet was ordered, or well, let's call prophet. I'm not sure Abraham is prophet. I think he's a prophet. Abraham was ordered to sacrifice, and it gives us information about maybe previous humans. And Abraham is also not sure what he is doing, but it's like about believing in God. And then he doesn't know, and so let's I have seen in a dream that I must sacrifice you. You see what you think. I said, "O my father, do as you are commanded. You will find me if Allah wills of the steadfast." So, and then maybe there are other rules, other traditions, but that is how I interpret this. And from the evolutionary perspective, it can have some advantages because at that time survival is very hard. If you have some disease, let's assume, and like if you break your arm, there's no way for. I'm not saying that we have to kill them or something, but that's not the way that that's not the thing that I want to mention. So that is one possible reason that God may ask for. But I just discussing. But that if I say it that if I interpret it that way, it can explain this dream. So inside, they say every human have such consciousness interest to defend themselves. They kill others. In this example, there is no aggression to the father, and maybe this. So that's why I think that this example may represent that, the killing in our brain somewhere, according, like, with our instincts. They do it. Like in animals, they do it. Birds kill each other. If the cage is so small, birds kill each other because the cage is small. They cannot live well, and the bird kill their children. So it may show that God is asking us to do that because God wants us to, you know. Um, so we are also animals, by the way. So our psychology is very similar. And anyway, so I'm just going off topic. So that's all I want to say. But I'm not saying like this is certainly this is the way. But it is interesting though. I hope you like this video and you can understand what I mean. And I advise not to hurt each other even with the words. Anyway, thanks for listening.